avoid any confrontation with the enemy. He'll forget his evil ways and learn to love it.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is TC Meet with the Rage Brothers. I'm here with TC Thief and our special guest star, Sixer. We're going to be talking about a few things today. Thief, why don't you segue into what we're talking about today?
Okay, definitely. Yeah. Hello, YouTube. Like TC Meat said. So when Meat introduced Sixer, he didn't really do Sixer no justice. But a little backstory on Sixer is me and Mark have been playing with Sixer for probably going on 7 or 8 years now. Mark maybe a little longer because he started before me, but Sixer, he's an amazing gamer. He's awesome at every game in the progression of Battle Wheel, starting off with 2142. So we have to do him some justice and let him say hi, tell you a little bit about himself. So Randy, without further ado.
Hey everybody, it's Sixer9682. As I said, I've been playing with these guys in TVG for a long time, 7-8 years. I don't even know anymore. But yeah, we started off in 2142 through Bad Company 2, BF3, BF4, and now BF1. And these guys make gaming a lot of fun. It's a lot of laughs, and even though they're competitive, they love the game. It's always a good time.
Yeah. Definitely, I love playing. I love playing with Sixer. I think Sixer and Balls are my two favorite people to play by because they're just so funny and they're so unique of gamers. Like you don't meet gamers that like them very often, but they've taught me a lot about what I've known, what I know about playing first-person shooters, and been playing with them for the beginning. But definitely during this episode, we're going to talk about a few things, and Sixer's got a few things that he wants to talk about, but we're going to start off with the gas grenade. And right now, I think the gas grenade is just stupid. Like, it needs... the first thing that needs to happen to it is your friendly gas grenades need to do you no damage, because what ends up happening is all your teammates end up throwing gas, and then you're just running through a cloud of gas, and you have to put your gas mask on, and you're not allowed to aim down sights with your gas mask on. And for some players, this is not a big issue, but for players like me and Mark and Sixer, like, we are always ADS. Like, if you watch clips of us, I'm always ADS. So this is a real big issue for players that actually aim. For some people that spray and pray, it's not so much of an issue, but it's just I see it, and I don't know if Sixer and Mark will agree, but I see it as it's a way to even the playing field for the less skillful players. All right, so a lot of times these other players don't aim down sights, and it's like the suppression medal in Battlefield 3. It gives players like an award for missing, and it's like, what the fuck is this? Like, you shouldn't get an award for missing a player. The suppression medal is what it was called. But I mean, they need to definitely crank back the gas grenade, in my opinion. And I don't know if they need to put a higher cooldown on it to prevent players from spamming it. I think it's a good area denial weapon, but it shouldn't be used to spam. I mean, how do you guys feel on this subject?
I'll talk about it for a little bit. I think you're completely wrong and off base. I actually think it's really important to the kind of tactical situation, like play counterplay. So, for example, I play a lot of sniper, a lot of scout, right on the objective. So the only way I can level the playing field is throwing out that gas, and so they can't ADS me. So if I have gas on them, they got their mask on and they can't fucking scope on me. But so I think it's fine, to be honest. I really do.
Okay, in that instance, yeah, but don't you think it should have a higher cooldown? Like, you're not going to spam gas as a sniper, you're just going to throw your gas, get them to put on their mask, and then you're going to go on. But what's happening now in servers are people are solely relying on the gas grenade for kills, and I don't think that's how it should be used. I think it should be used in the instance that you are using it for, because as a sniper, when somebody shoots at you, it totally throws off your aiming because of the whole suppression mechanic in the game, which is fucking utterly ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, you can't aim at all when somebody's shooting at you as a sniper because of the suppression mechanic. So if players use gas in the way that you use it, I think that's acceptable, but I don't think that's how the players are using it. You know what I mean? Like, players are using it as a freaking support class, and they're just sitting on a box of ammo, spamming gas grenades everywhere.
Yeah, I think the one negative thing about it is that if you're assault, the grenade is your best tool because you don't have to ADS. Like, to play the assault class, almost literally never have to ADS. So there's no reason, like, so when we play in Argonne Forest, Balls plays assault, he throws on his mask the whole entire game. So he can run around, he never has to ADS, and there's no like drawback to doing that.
Yeah, there's no penalty.
Yeah, there's no penalty to doing that. So maybe if you move slower with the gas mask on or something like that, but since the way it is set up right now, there's no issue with it. But the other classes, a support class, a sniper, even a medic, dude, if you can't ADS, you're at a significant disadvantage. Like, you just are, you know?
Yeah, as a medic, I mean, it's curtains. You're not hitting shit with those assault rifles unless it's like within 5 feet. You know, long distance, you're shit out of luck, man. As opposed to like shooting the assault rifles with a gas mask on and shooting the submachine guns with a gas mask on, you have greater range with the submachine guns than you do the assault rifles. Or I call them assault rifles because medic's always been assault rifles, but what are they called? The self-loading rifles. You're like at a significant disadvantage, and like in my opinion, it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah. Before we just talk over our guest, what does the Sixer think? What do you think?
You know, I think both of you touched on a couple of things that are pretty relevant. It's a tactical advantage mainly to the assault class because most of those weapons are great hip fire weapons. You don't have to aim down sights, and they're not good for long distance. So for them to get in close and utilize their weapons, that's a great thing. For a lot of the other classes, not so much. You're at a severe disadvantage, like you said, for the scout and the medic. It just totally kills that class. On the other hand, I enjoy spamming the crap out of these things lately. Just for the
It's
sheer
just fun, right?
amusement factor.
you are shitter, mate.
It's just fun, though. I mean, I
Well,
get it. It's fun.
Yeah. Well, it's
you know,
like
for me, it's
it's like the bayonet charge. Like, it's all cool when you're the one doing the charging, but when you get charged by somebody else after shooting them fucking 10 times, you're like, what the fuck? Or the shotgun. When you shoot somebody with the shotgun, you're like, fuck yeah, I just fucked you. I just fucked your face, man. But then, like, when somebody's spamming shotgun against you, you're like, this is trash, man.
well, and as you guys know too, I hate belly babies. I hate campers. I hate the guys that sit there in the damn buildings and want to sit out the windows. I throw gas in there, have them put on their masks, and then I take down the walls of the buildings. It's an easy way to and they start fleeing out of there. Like you've mentioned before, they're like rats on a damn Cheeto, man. They just come pouring out of the buildings.
Yeah.
And some of them are importing in from different games. They don't know about the gas mask, and it always amazes me the number of kills you get by just throwing one at a building, and they'll just sit there and die every single time.
Yeah,
for-
it's fucking funny, man. It really is.
For those of you that don't remember, Sixer is the one we talked about a couple episodes ago. Every time we go into a fight, and me and Mark are playing infantry only, we've been in the plains lately, so you haven't seen this, but we'll run with Sixer, and Sixer will load fucking the support kit with limpet charges. He will spend the first 5 to 10 minutes of the map taking down all the buildings to fucking eliminate the campers. It is hilarious.
That's my favorite part of the game.
Yeah, remember Bad Company 2 when we were playing on what was that one map called with the LAV right in the middle?
Oh, I don't remember, but I
God.
do remember we leveled every single thing.
Yeah,
I know
the
that we played
buildings,
that,
the
that
trees.
map for like 60 hours or some shit like
Yeah.
that.
We had 100 hours played in Battlefield. 60 of it was on that map. God, what was that
Yeah,
map
I don't
called?
remember.
I remember TBG solely had a server of that map, and like, dude, I went from level 1 to 50 in that map.
Yeah. getting back into the gas grenade, one thing that I wish they would change or fix, I'm not sure if it's intended like this, I assume that it's not, but gas don't go through walls. That just doesn't happen. So if you throw a gas grenade on the first floor, it shouldn't be hitting through the roof of the building on the second floor.
Yeah, that's
Like
ridiculous.
also, fog is the same way. It shouldn't go through the building. Like you know,
Yeah.
it shouldn't be foggy inside.
We can caveat off of the gas grenade, and this is like part of, well, not so much the gas grenade, but it's like an issue I see with the game is the fog, man. Like I spent what'd you spend? I spent $80 for this game, and then I bought the premium, so that's like another $40. So altogether, I spent $120 on this game. When you load in and the sun's out, the game is fucking beautiful for 200 tickets. And then the fog and the rain and the dust and the sandstorms and every other thing comes in. It's like they spent no amount of time on the game whatsoever. And you're like, why did they build this beautiful fucking game that's like got the best graphics on the market right now and cover the entire shit with fog, dust, and all that crap? Like, and it's not like that for 100 tickets. It's like that for fucking 600 to 700 tickets. You can't see the map at all, man. And then last 200 tickets, you're like, there's the game back.
I agree with you. I think there should be a ticket limit on that, dude. You shouldn't get 700 tickets and still be foggy, dude. I think the fog is good because it kind of like brings everything in closer. So if there's some tanks sitting off in Africa and Narnia fucking shooting at you, he can't do that anymore. So it allows infantry to get closer on the tank, but 800 fucking tickets of that is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, like I like the idea. It encourages like close quarters play and it speeds gameplay up, and I love the idea. But like, come on, man, 100 tickets, maybe 200 tickets, but like you'll go into a server and you'll spend 6, 7, 800 tickets not being able to see shit. And when like I'm in the plane doing that, I just fly over points people are capping and I just drop bombs, and they can't really see you, you can't really see them, you just get random kills. So I just think that
ridiculous.
needs to be cranked
Really
back
is.
a little bit. But
I kind of agree with you on that. But it seems so random. It might be. I was in a round last night. It was about 50 tickets, fog, and then it was gone. Then in the very next round, when it happened, like you said, 700 tickets. Why?
Yeah,
There's no reason
it's like
for that.
there's no trigger event. It's just random dynamic. But like, what the fuck is the point of that shit?
yeah. Well, the thing that's going to happen is they're finally going to put out admin tools for the servers that you rent. They did away with, dedicated servers, which is pretty shit in my opinion. Like it really cranks back on communities like TBG who like dedicated servers. And like, I'm all right with them doing that because it's a way for DICE to make money and it's a way to make games better. So, but that being said, if they're going to do that, what happens when you go and you eliminate something like that, if you take like fog off or you adjust the settings at all, it plays with the searching for your server, and it makes it really difficult to find your server when you adjust settings like that, like infantry only or air maps or like eliminate fog or whatever. So I foresee it in the future, and I foresee it messing with the server browser and making your server really difficult to locate. And I kind of don't agree with that.
Yeah. All right. Let's can we lay the gas grenade and all that shit to rest and segue into the next topic?
Yeah, I've bitched about the gas grenade enough. You can hear me bitch about it more when I stream live.
Yeah. I think I have 3 service stars with the gas grenade. Just saying, whatever.
Oh my god, shit.
I think I've got 5 of those.
Yeah.
You guys are ridiculous.
Yeah, man. If you can't beat them, shotgun.
Shot gay.
If you can't
All right.
beat them, shotgun.
So we're gonna move on to some issues that Sixer's been having soon, and let him speak. So without ado, go ahead, Sixer.
Yeah, thanks. And this is something I've been saying. It's been making me rage all week long, just because it popped up out of the blue. I've had this game since it came out. I played the beta. It was never an issue. Now all of a sudden, I'm having problems aiming with the mouse for 4 days straight. It's been so bad I can't run straight because I can't point the mouse. I mean, where I point it in game, that's not where my character goes. If I'm trying to aim at somebody, it's 2 feet above their head, it's 2 feet off to the right. There's no rhyme or reason. Out of game, nothing's wrong. The mouse is perfect. Everything works great. I go back in game and it's just foobar. So I've seen a lot of people and a lot of posts on forums about this. And some people claim it's the link to the vertical sync. Some claim it's linked to the frames per second limiter. A lot of people have theories and ideas and stuff that's worked for them. Me, I tried everything I could find that I'd read about. Nothing worked. I ended up reinstalling the game and having to reset all of my settings to get rid of it. And it's still not completely gone, but it's way better than it was. And at least I can aim again mostly.
Yeah.
And sorry, one more thing. The other thing was, I was doing other stuff on my computer and overclocked the CPU for audio rendering just to make that go quicker. So I get in game and all of a sudden my CPU is at 97, 99% for the last few days. I'm like, what the hell happened? So again, I read up, and it seems that with BF1, you overclock your CPU, and it stresses out the CPU, so it's always high. Before that, it was 42, 43. So, long story short, took away the overclock on the CPU, and I'm back to 40 to 43% usage on the CPU, and I'm not getting that micro stuttering and all that was causing with it. So, why should that happen?
Yeah, that's really weird. I got similar issues to your mouse thing. Like I said, in the plane, I have sometimes where the mouse just goes crazy and it'll fly like into a wall or something, and I can't.
Right, into a tree for no reason.
Yeah, and I'll be like, I lost controls for no reason. Another issue that I've really been having with this that really pisses me off is I'll load into the game and I'll go to get into a squad. I'll be flying in the plane. I'll press escape, and the whole screen will just gray out, and nothing else will happen. It won't let me back in. And this is always systematic with Battlefield games upon release. They're always buggy, and it takes them a while to actually get the game straight and work out all the bugs. I think, in my opinion, they've done a little bit better job with Battlefield 1. You were actually able to play it on release. If any of you guys remember the Battlefield 3 release, there was podcasts out there about people ripping on DICE. You literally spent 9 hours downloading the game for, what's it called, early release. You got to play it a week before everybody else, and then after 9 hours you're trying to get into a server, and you click on join server, and you're waiting, and it fucking crashes to desktop. You're like, okay. So you reload it and it fucking crashes to desktop again. You're like, okay, I just spent $60 on this game and it's crashing to desktop. What's the issue? So I don't know what the fix for this is, or whether they're working on it, or even if they know about it. Like I said, I'm really I'm not familiar with the DICE devs as much as I used to be. I can tell you the SWTOR devs are fucking terrible at shit like this, and you wouldn't see a patch or a fix for 4 or 5 months, and I just don't know how it's going to be. I mean, how do you think about it, Mark?
All I can say is I hope it gets fixed. I know I sent a lot of nasty grams to DICE the first day I downloaded this game because I couldn't get on the fucking server. The Origin server.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't understand what. Okay, in 2142, in Battlefield 2, and then I can't remember in Bad Company 2, you had a game-based server launcher. I don't know why they went to this web-based bullshit, because it seems like, to me, it's just been nothing but issues. It was really, really bad in Battlefield 3. It's gotten a little bit better in 4 and a little bit better in 1, and I guess it'll get a little bit better as it goes. But the server browser worked fine in 2142. What was the point? If shit is not broke, what's the point of fucking fixing it? You know what I mean?
It the same thing in BF2. There was no server browser. Just open the game. You could find servers you wanted. It worked great. So why did we have to switch away from something that worked to something that doesn't?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure why they went to that. I know why they went to Origin to compete with Steam, but I don't know if that's even worth it, dude. Steam's
Yeah, but
fucking.
that's still like you go on Steam right now, there's no games. It's a bunch of indie crap bullshit, man. You know what I mean? Like I was searching the Steam store the other day and there's nothing. There's just like I wanted to play Far Cry 4 and I was like, Steam has got to have this game. And like I go and I'm like, Far Cry 4 is not on this, like the new Primal or whatever. And
Yeah,
there's
it's mostly
no
just fucking
games.
CS, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just random fucking games that people made in their basement while their mom were bringing them like hot pockets and shit. So
Hot Pockets are pretty good, I guess.
yeah, but I mean that's my big qual with it. Hopefully they'll fix it soon. I like hot pockets too. You like the ham ones, the pepperonis?
I don't like the pizza ones.
The pizza ones are kind of gross in my opinion. I like the ham ones.
Anyways, has it been like 45 minutes yet that we've been talking, I think?
I don't know this, but so if, for those of you that don't know, we the flight school episodes and every episode that we're gonna do, like after school, we'll probably get into like tanking or riding around on the cav horse and like do tutorials on that, or do tutorials on that. We've limited those to like 10 minutes and we want those to be very focused and very systematic with what we cover. But the Battlefield episodes, we have decided that it's going to be a fucking free for all. We can get in here and just ramble on about whatever we want and we don't have to feel bad about it. So if you're watching and you're like, hey, you guys are just fucking rambling on. Hey, these are our episodes to ramble.
That's the fucking point! God damn it!
Yes.
Sorry, got excited.
Absolutely. These are our episodes to ramble. So if you don't want to hear rambling, just don't listen to these episodes. Just go to the other episodes and they're like educational and stuff. And this is part of the reason for having a guest, so they can ramble as well with us.
Yeah, so they can talk some shit and basically we do this because we like the game a lot and we want to share our enjoyment and our frustration with you. Even though we're frustrated with certain aspects of the game, that doesn't mean we don't like the game.
Yeah, but here's a fun fact, though. I've been capping not people. I've been capping me and Mark raging now for a good month and a half, and I've got some really, really awesome rage clips that I'm going to put together. I've been keeping the best ones aside so I don't ruin it, but there's a few that with me and Mark starting to fly in the plane, the rage level has gone from definitely 2 to an 11. And if you don't know what an 11 is, it's on the old Marshall amps. They would only go up to 10, and they were like, hey, I want an amp that goes up to 11 because it's going to be louder than 10. But yeah, our rage level has definitely been at a fucking 11, dude. Once again, I'm showing my age, but
it's okay. I don't judge you.
yeah. So we'll probably wrap this up. We got.
Wait, before we wrap this up, final word, Sixer.
I just wanted to say thanks for having me on. It was a pleasure as always. I enjoy playing with you guys a lot in game, and I enjoy listening to your streams and watching them too. Your YouTube videos, it always makes me laugh, just like you guys do all the time. So thanks for having me here.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm actually glad to be back playing Battlefield again. To be honest.
Yeah, it's so much more fun playing with people that we've been playing with forever. And we saw this in the MMO world. The MMO world was like people would come and go so quickly, and you joined so many guilds, and you were like guild sluts. In the 4 years I played, MMOs, I was probably part of 6 or 7 guilds, man. And it's just not as personal, and you just don't display the same loyalty as I have seen in TBG. I mean, would you agree with that, Mark? It was just like,
yeah, most of the people, the regulars have been there for years, to be honest.
What I have noticed though, in the MMO world, like it was very competitive, and people were a little bit more callous to I say constructive criticism, but I do it with quotation marks because typically my constructive criticisms is like, what the fuck are you doing with that rotation, mate? You have no idea how to play that class. You should stop playing that class and go play something easier. Like, people would take that a little bit hard, and as I've noticed when I come back, back, people don't take criticism as well in Battlefield, or in first-person shooter in TBG, you know. And I have to get a little bit more used to that. I've been playing MMOs, so I mean, would you agree with that, Mark?
Yeah, people get super offended. Whatever, fuck them.
Yeah, typically I'm not trying to offend people. I'm just trying to make people better. You know what I mean?
Fuck them if they get offended.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, whenever I tell somebody something, it's always my goal to make them better and make them realize, like, hey, you know, like, we get into arguments about the attack plane and the dogfighter. I'm like, why are you flying that? That's dumb. You're flying it by yourself. You don't even have a gunner. Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Get in the fucking dogfighter and you can actually be an asset, you know. And people really take offense to that. I don't mean that offensive. I want people to be better, and they can be better. So.
And more importantly, we need to finish because I have to go on away for 2 weeks, so we got to play a few more games.
Okay, definitely. All right. So Mark, you started this off, or did I?
I definitely did.
Oh, so you get to finish it.
Yeah, this was a Rage Brothers broadcast. I'm here with TC Meat, myself, TC Thief, and special guest star Sixer. Thanks for coming.
All right, YouTube, thanks for watching. Once again, this is TC Thief. You can get me on Twitter at TC Thief and on Twitch at twitch.tv/TC Thief. Thanks for watching.
And I'm TC Meat. You can get me on Twitter at CatLikeThief and on Twitch, CatLikeThief10.
And they say if we'll only avoid any confrontation with the enemy, he'll forget his evil ways and